Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a mini reading today. But before I get started, I just had a couple of things to say. If you guys don't want to hear it, no problem. Just go ahead and go to the timestamp. But if you guys are regular viewers of my channel, I would go ahead and tune in. I'll go ahead and try to keep this really short. The last Twin Flame weekly reading that I just posted, I think it was on Sunday the 2nd for the week of December 3rd to the 9th. I got a lot of negative feedback on that. Now, I don't need to have a lot of positive responses, but I do have to pay attention to when I have a lot of negative responses. I thought that reading was quite good in the sense that I didn't really see that there was any kind of messages that came through that would be taken as, an absolute. But a lot of people had a very triggered negative response to a phrase that I used. And the phrase that I used was, even if you never see this person again, this is still a blessed connection, something that you can be grateful for the rest of your life. Now, this is the deal. There are a lot of twin flame readers out there, you guys. I am not the only twin flame reader out there. So I'm sure that a lot of you already unsubscribed, so you're not even hearing this. Great. I'm, glad you moved forward. If you're still watching my video because you'd like to leave shitty comments or whatever the situation is, I would definitely move forward and just go into another direction because I'm obviously not the reader for you. The kind of twin flame reader that I am, I've never really considered myself a twin flame teacher. I never have, never will. I'm not really here to teach people about twin flames, what they mean, what you can do to reach union and all these things. I'm actually here more as a support system to people that are on this journey, that are struggling, whether you have a twin flame connection, whether you don't have a twin flame connection, it doesn't really matter. You've been brought to this journey for a reason. There's something for you to learn here. There's something that you're going through. So I feel like I'm here as more of a support system for people that are really struggling on this journey. I've always been more of a person that wants to help people with their struggles. And the thing is there are a lot of people that are struggling on this journey, whether it's, they resonated with it being a twin flame journey. So that's why I'm going to say twin flame journey. But they're really struggling because either the person that they deem as their twin flame, whether they are or they're not, it doesn't matter. It's another human being you're having a connection with. And the other person is just hell-bent on not having the connection with you. They don't want it. They're with somebody else. They're not seeing it. They're not awakened to it. They're not, on that same level with you. And so rather than banging our heads against a brick wall and basically continuing to go around in the same circles over and over again and seeing absolutely no results on the other person's end as though things are changing, it's always my philosophy is to save yourself, take care of you, do you. Now, when we do that, sometimes that can actually help other people that are being repelled by our energy for whatever reason, or really hell-bent on not wanting to be with us. Sometimes that can alleviate some of that energy, and sometimes that can work in your favor. But sometimes it makes absolutely no difference in the world, and basically you move forward in a new direction, and you find new people, and you're happier. And then you look back later and you go, okay, I can see why that didn't work out with that person. But a lot of people, this is a very sensitive subject. It's kind of like a politically correct subject on, I guess, YouTube or just any kind of community with the word twin flames. There's no twin flame Bible that I know of or a rule book, so I don't really know where people are getting their information. But where I get my information is just from my own feelings, my own knowledge, my own intuition, my own guide. So if that doesn't resonate with you guys, like I said, you've got to move forward to other readers that are definitely into, only being in the positive and only being in the light and not facing the challenges and the realities that some people are facing on this journey. I think that there's some of you that do appreciate that portion, but the thing is, this will only take you so far. You can only watch so many readings until it's time to either A, stop watching my readings or just readings period on YouTube, or B, you just don't need them anymore. So I don't think that this is like a lifetime situation or a lifetime subscription. So when people say in the comments, I don't even know why I'm doing these readings anymore, how are you helping me? Or, people are accusing me that I don't believe in union, and that's absolute horseshit. I don't really understand where you got that at all, because all I said in the previous reading was that even if you never see this person. So the thing is, that goes for any human being on this planet. Nothing is guaranteed in life, not even life. So you always have to, well, this is just my opinion. So in my opinion, in my world, I always have to basically prepare myself for the worst case scenario. And maybe that doesn't resonate for the viewers out there that really were turned off by that statement. If that doesn't resonate with you, like I said, move forward. Move to another channel that only talks about the positives, that only talks about the light. There is absolutely nothing wrong with those types of channels at all. There is a reader, I don't know if he's a reader, but his name is Feel Good, Phil Good. I'm sure a lot of people, you guys know of him. He is so highly ascended. I don't think I could ever be at his level. I'm not meant to be in that kind of level where he is at in this lifetime, or at least I don't think I am. It's just not my cup of tea, and it's just not my path in this life. So but what I'm trying to say with that is that there are other people out there on this planet that are very highly ascended and very much not allowing their ego or any kind of fear-based thinking get in their way. And so if that's what you guys need to do to transcend on this twin flame journey, then you may need to disconnect with me personally as a reader, because I just like to keep things a little bit more 3D, and some 3D stuff can be triggering for people, but that's where a lot of people are stuck right now. And so we can sit there and talk about 5D things all day long and stay in the light and love and unconditional love, but you have somebody who's very much stuck in that 3D energy and their fears, and they're feeling hateful, they're feeling spiteful, they're feeling pissed, they're feeling like a victim. You can't tell somebody who's in that energy just like snap out of it. It doesn't work that way. So I feel like my channel is really for people that are struggling, but at some point you can't wallow in the pits. And it doesn't mean that all of my readings are negative. I've done some really just positive readings where it's just like I've tapped into the collectives as there's, some people are coming into union. So the person that said that I don't believe in union, do your research, go back into some of my videos. I've definitely talked about union. It's happening. And I've definitely had some personal clients that have told me that they've come together in union. And in a lot of my readings, my personal readings, because it's not based on a collective energy, the collective energy can sometimes be fucked. So it's not always going to be positive. You're dealing with a lot of energy, okay? But I've done a lot of a lot of readings personally with people where it's just so beautiful. It literally overwhelms me with tears of joy at how beautiful some of these connections are. So I definitely believe in love. I believe in twin flames. I believe in soulmates. I believe in things that are destined, star-crossed lovers. I believe in all of those things. But I also believe that sometimes our very human egos and our desires and what we feel is best for us can sometimes get in the way of what really is happening and what's really going on. And so I'm just kind of trying to keep some of that energy just a little bit more grounded on my channel. My channel isn't really based on how to get people to union. It really is more about helping people to just kind of keep their head above water on this freaking journey. So, but again, some of my readings, you will see that the energies that we're tapping into, it's like things are coming together. Things are beautiful. I think that the reading the week before was really, really light and beautiful, or maybe it was the week before. So things are going to shift and change, you guys. Energies are not meant to stay the same. We are constantly evolving as human beings every single day. So if you are not in that mindset of growing and shifting and changing and allowing other people to have the free will to do the same, my channel is not for you. I am not into, making something happen, making another person do something because I feel it's best, or because I'm feeling that we're twin flames, baby, it's meant to be. I'm not that kind of person. If somebody's not choosing me, if somebody's not choosing a connection, whatever reason it is, okay, I could sit there all day long and come up with a million reasons why it's not happening, okay? But the fact of the matter is, it's not happening. So what do I do with that? I save myself any further just, pain of sitting there and wallowing in it, and try to do what I can to move forward. And that is what my channel is about, you guys. It's about handing you a lifeline when you're in that pit. So if you are not feeling that energy, if you're not feeling like that kind of energy resonates with you, and it doesn't mean that's all my channel is about, but if that kind of energies or readings, I guess, triggers you, do yourself a favor and move forward and ascend to other channels out there, to readers that, you know, are just so high vibrational and in the light all the time. And sometimes people, you know, that's their jam, that's their vibe, that's their people, that's your tribe. Find it, okay? My tribe is who is resonating with my readings. But you know what? My tribe might find later on that you're not resonating with me anymore, and that is okay. That is okay. We're all meant to move forward when it's time, okay? It's just the way that it is. So I just wanted to say that. I say it all with love and light. I really do. Do I hate getting the negative messages? Of course I do. It triggers me. Of course I do. Because I know my truth. And if I knew my truth, why would it trigger me? I'm a human being, you guys. I'm a fragile ego. You know, I'm not going to say some of the time, most of the time. This is something, I'm a people pleaser. It's naturally who I am. So when people are unhappy with something that I'm doing, I do take it to heart. And so it's something that I'm working on. But I definitely never want to come on here to hurt people and to trigger people in a negative way. So that's just where I'm coming from. I wanted you guys to know. And yeah, that's just what I have to say about it. I'm going to go ahead and list, rather than listing the readers that I think would be great high vibrationals. Yes, I did mention Feel Good. There's actually a few other readers, but I don't want to play favorites because there's so many people that I love that I'm afraid if I say one person and I don't say the other, that somehow I'm choosing people, and I don't want to do that. There's so many great people out there. But what I do, or what I will do though, is I am going to list 2 readers, okay, in the description box below that have very interesting different takes on twin flames. Now, that's only going to be for those of you that are interested in people that have been on this journey a lot longer than I have, and a lot longer than some of these other people that have been on YouTube. To me, they're old timers. They've been on this journey for a long time. And so I just feel like there's something, some sort of wisdom that they have about twin flames that might be worth taking a look at. So I'm going to list 2 of them. One's a man, one's a woman. And I'm going to go ahead and list them down below. And you guys can just make your decisions based on some new concepts that maybe some of you are ready to take in and maybe others are not. And that's totally fine. So with that being said, let's go into this reading. So I am going to name this reading just Soul Connections. And I feel like moving forward, I will probably be using that label more than just straight up twin flame. And the reason why is because, you know, when you say twin flame, it's like there's rules. Not in my world, but in other people's world, there's rules. You can't say this. You can't talk about free will. You can't talk about you're not going to come together in union. That's a sacrilege. I don't want to box myself in from being able to freely express what's coming through the cards. So I don't want to have to be politically correct and walk on eggshells for people that can't think outside of the box. So I'm going to say soul connections. Soul connections. Now, I'm not renaming twin flame soul connections, you guys. My description will be soul connections, but I will put in parentheses, which I've been doing lately, twin flame, soulmate, karmics, whatever. The reason why is because it's up to you to decide. It's up to you to decide what that connection is. I'm not labeling it for you. I'm not calling it a twin flame connection. If you want to do that, that's on you. So that's what I got for you guys. All right, thanks for listening. Let's get into the reading. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check the energies of the person that you're watching this video for, okay? So the person that you're watching this video for, you're in separation with, okay? You're not talking to them. If you are, you know, it's not very deep. It's very surface level stuff. And let's just go ahead and see what their energies are, okay? So what is this person's energies at this particular point in their life? Let's break it down. This right here is called the 4 tarot. Yeah. There's some reversals in here, you guys, just so you know. And this one here is called the Psychic Tarot and Oracle Cards by John Holland. see what's going on with this person. Interesting. We have the Five of Cups. Ooh, Five of Cups and the Five of Cups. Very significant, you guys. Two different decks, same cards. Okay, you saw this. Five of Cups is very, very predominant right now for the person you're watching this video for. They're feeling sad about something. They're feeling regretful about something. They've lost something. Now, this may be connected to you. It may not be connected to you. But whatever it is, there is this state of regret. There is a bummer vibe, bummer energy going on here for them, okay? Interesting. We have the Six of Pentacles now with the Devil card. So, this is what it is, okay? It could be that right now for some of the people that you're watching the video for, that there could be something that's happening with them in the material world. I do see the Devil somewhat as a materialistic card, you know, having to do with money and having to do with the, you know, material possessions. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about, you know, give and take money coming to you, money not coming to you, one of the two. So there's some kind of a loss here. It could be that this person is really using this energy. Interesting. I also have fives and six. I have six, and then I have 5 + 1 is 6. So 2 6s and 2 5s. 5, 6, number 11. Very interesting here. But this is all connected, meaning that somebody is really feeling this just disconnect with themselves. They're feeling this lower vibrational energy. And so what they're doing is they're using the material world in order to fulfill themselves, or to kind of numb out their pain. That's just what I'm getting here. They're, instead of kind of dealing with something, they're turning to the material. They're turning to what they can get from the outside world in order to fulfill this gap or fill the void deeply within themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. And it could be for some of them that something material has happened, and so now they're dealing with the consequences of something not happening or something falling apart. Now I have the Chariot's energy combined with the Three of Cups. See, yeah, I see moving forward with the Three of Cups energy. Three of Cups energy to me is like co-workers, people that are in our environment, partying, having a good time, being combined with the Devil here and the Chariot's energy, which is about just moving forward. That's how this person is choosing to move forward, is to kind of block out their emotions, not really see the lesson or kind of take personal responsibility for what's happened. Rather, they're just going to move forward, and they're just basically going to grab what they need from the material world. So I'm just definitely seeing a person that's not really going into that deep inner reflective mode, even though yes, they could feel very sad or bummed out about something, but they're not clearing the energy of the Devil. I'm just not seeing it. I'm seeing that they're just kind of choosing to medicate. They're choosing to just do what they do, spend time with people, not really handle the core issue here. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing movement away, but not really sitting and internalizing it and healing it and dealing with it. That's what I'm seeing. So I hope that that makes sense for some of you guys out there watching this video. So what I want to do is, how is this person connected to your energy? Now that we see that they're bummed out, or they're maybe regretful, or something's not happening, but rather than deeply reflecting and fixing something, they're just kind of medicating. So let's just see what we have as far as their connection with you. How are they feeling towards you? This right here is called the After Tarot. And this one is called the Psychic Heart and Tarot Oracle cards by John Holland. How are they seeing you right now? Interesting. Six of Swords is about moving forward, moving ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and get another card here to clarify. Oh, interesting. I see something about moving forward and kind of breaking the chains and healing. I'm seeing a disconnect here. So it's like they are either moving past you, or they see that you've moved past them, and you're kind of breaking the chains that have bound the two of you. Okay, so let me just go ahead and clarify this one more time. Okay, so any of their hard exterior, the Emperor being in reverse, just tells me that this is somebody who's kind of putting more on the act that they have it under control. Four of Wands, I got it all under control. I'm doing really well. I'm seeing that they're actually not. And we can already see here that this person is definitely, instead of choosing to learn from a situation, they're really actually going into a direction of just kind of masking their pain and not really properly dealing with something, not clearing an energy. So I'm seeing that for you, they're actually seeing that you are moving away from them, that you have cut ties with them, and that you're healing, and they're kind of sitting in this energy, and you might be looking at them going, oh my gosh, it seems like they've moved on. And it's not that they haven't moved on, but I'm just seeing that the core of who they are, there's some kind of disconnect. There's something that's still not solid for them. The joy and the stability that they may be showing you in the outside world, whether that's you see it or whether you're seeing it on social media, something is amiss, something is not correct. You're falling for a facade is what I'm getting here. It's just a facade. Yeah, because temperance, there's still some healing that needs to occur. Yeah, death, release. Somebody has not released. So the way that they're viewing you and the way that they're feeling about you is that even though, yes, you guys have separated, there is this disconnect. It's like this healing has still not taken place. It still not has occurred. They have not released you in a healthy way. They haven't released something else in a healthy way either. This control that they're kind of extending out into the outside world, this persona, it's a facade. It's an illusion. I'm getting it's not real. And so while they might be seeing that you've disconnected from them and you're moving forward, they're still struggling is what I'm seeing. And so this is definitely somebody that has not 100% let you go, even though you might think that they've let you go. I don't know, you guys. That's just what I got. Very interesting. So what is the biggest challenge here with this person? Okay. What is the biggest challenge? What is the biggest shadow that seems to be creating, a problem? So this is called the Darkness and Light Tarot. Okay, so Ace of Cups. So the biggest challenge for this person, the biggest shadow is how they feel about their own cup. Ace of Cups. Foolish. Wow. Making foolish decisions, not feeling good in their own energy, feeling like a fool, either knowing that they've acted foolish, just being childish in some sort of way. There's definitely an energy. I've made foolish decisions when it's come to love. I have not 100%, done the best job when it comes to love. So there's this foolishness that they have missed an opportunity. Whatever's been presented to them, they may have blown it. We have the Five of Wands. I'm not reading reverses in this one. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a struggle, a fight, a challenge, inner struggle, inner thoughts, unavailable. Wow. Rather than basically fighting or trying to fight for something or try to, like get to a solution, it's like, I'm just going to detach. I'm just going to be unavailable. I'm just going to disconnect. This is easier for me to do it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to fight. I'm just going to disconnect. And I'm just seeing that the core of what this is foolish behavior. It's childish behavior. It's because somebody does not have their own cup full. They don't have what it takes deep down within themselves. They're not full within that own cup to be able to show up for you either. So if you've been dealing with a person like this, that's the reason why, is because their own cup, there's something going on there. Yep, Four Swords. Four Swords is a card of somebody who is just dormant, unavailable, not moving forward. Yep, being elusive. This is a behavioral pattern for this person, okay? It's easier for them to just disconnect instead of fight with you, instead of explain themselves, instead of just struggle with you, have a conversation, try to work out this challenge. Nope, it's not happening. This Four of Blades is that energy here of, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I'm going to be elusive. This is the energy that I'm going to give to you. I'm not going to give you really a lot. And it's the core of it is because this person does not have enough on reserve. Their own, how they feel about love, how they feel about themselves, that kind of energy is actually keeping them from making mature decisions. So it's an immaturity here. It's a lack of self-love, you guys. That's what I'm getting here from this person. So, if we want to reflect back, that's why this person, whenever they get upset, whenever some things don't work out, instead of really deeply going within themselves to handle how their energy is with other people, they're not taking responsibility. Instead, they're just going to move forward and they're just going to basically go into another situation or another partnership. They're not really going to take the time to really deeply reflect. And when it comes to you, that needs to be healed. That needs to change. They need to release or change this aspect. Okay, there needs to be healing. And again, they could just put this facade out into the world that everything's under control, but that's not true. That's not true. Okay, you know what the situation is. And so they are seeing that maybe you're tired of their shit, or maybe you're just no longer going to deal with them anymore. Or maybe they're seeing that, they're putting out that facade that they're moving away from you and that they're healing from you, but I'm getting it's just a facade. If you guys are worried that somebody has completely moved forward and that they're all healed, ready to go, and they didn't give you any closure and they didn't apologize, I'm not saying that they're losing sleep over it. I'm not saying that, their life is going to fall apart until they make the wrongs right. But this person is not in any kind of peace. They're definitely just making same mistakes over and over again. They're not really going into anything that is better for them than you were. They're carrying their baggage with them, is what I'm getting. So why don't we go ahead and take a look and see what this person has to say to you? What do they want to say to you? What does this person want to say to you? About what? This right here is my Twin Flame Oracle, Twin Flame messages. What does this person want to say to you about their inner child issues? I'm more affected than you know. Exactly. What did I just talk about, right? Look at this. Look at this. You can't even see it. My camera has just gotten so severely like out of focus here. Like I've never seen it get that out of focus. All right. Inner child. So there's some sort of a wound here. There's some sort of childish behavior going on here, some sort of immaturity. I'm more affected than you know. My childish energy, my childish routine of acting like it's not bothering me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. I'm all joyous and stable, right? I'm good. I'm all good here. This is just an act, people. I just said this. So this is a child issue. This is a child energy. This is somebody who is acting foolish and childish right now. They're more affected than you know, is what this person is saying to you. So this is coming from their higher self. Their higher self is confirming to you that more than what they're acting, they're more affected than they're leading on. Okay. We have fear, good old-fashioned fear. I still love you. This person fears. That's the thing. They're afraid to love you. They're afraid that they will always love you. They're afraid. So I am in fear. Maybe I still love you, and I'm in fear that I don't want to tell you I still love you. There's all kinds of reasons that could be coming up, okay? So somebody is in a state of fear. They're more affected than you know. They have childhood wounds. They're acting foolish. They're elusive. They're not wanting to come forward for some reason. They're wanting to put on an act that they're okay and that they're doing just fine without you, but they do still love you. And I have self-worth. How people feel about themselves. Yep. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So somebody, because of their lack of their own cup, that came up earlier, a lack of their own cup causes them to act foolish like a child, okay? Step inside their fear. And because of that, they were not honest with you. So they should have been more honest with you about how they were feeling at the time, but they didn't. And why? Because they didn't have enough of their own, like I said, their own energy, their own cup on reserve in order to do that. They did not have enough either experience, or they were not adult enough, they were not man enough, they weren't woman enough to basically tell you this is what's going on. It's a lack of self-worth here. It's inner child wounds. It's foolish, childish behavior that's going on with this person. It's not to say that you're completely blameless and that there's nothing that you did and you didn't take any part in the situation. It takes two to tango, but their reaction towards you, or whatever they're doing right now, this elusive, emperor, king in reverse energy, which is, I look like I'm doing really great, but they're really not. This is an act. This is just an act. Okay. So that's what they want you to know about it. So why don't we go ahead now and go into what is the possible future with this person, okay? What is the possible future? What is Spirit willing to share with us when it comes to the future? What's the possibility here? Possibility of a future. There's always a possibility of a future, you guys. Always. And this is just a card reading. So whatever these cards say, nothing's set in stone. No reason to get triggered. Let's see. This one right here is called the Universal Tarot. This one is called Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. All right, let's get it. Oh, there's that lovely Emperor again in reverse. It's not an accident that it's here, you guys. This could be an indication that somebody is still in this energy where they're still not 100%, and this is just a figure of speech, manning up, taking responsibility, basically heading or facing something head on. Maybe they're still just not acting, entirely 100%. They're still in that act of the Emperor. They're not really the Emperor, okay? We have fate. So Fate is about fate. Fate is different than destiny. Destiny is, you know, the path that we walk towards things that, you know, we can basically create. We can create our own destiny. Fate is fate. This person is definitely fated for some reason to deal with this problem, to deal with this issue. It could be that you're a key factor in their growth in this lifetime. It could be that you are fated to basically experience this person's behavior towards you, and you could be viewing this person as somebody who is a thorn in your side, the biggest problem that you've ever experienced of your life, the biggest challenge, all of that energy. You're fated to deal with them. They're fated to deal with you. It's a part of your fate that you would meet this person, that you guys would come together and experience this issue or problem. So for some of you that may look at this as a punishment, don't, because there is something for you to learn and something for this person to learn as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have repeating cards. We have the devil now. The devil already came through. Remember, it was the temptation card. And this card came up for this person with how they're dealing with their life right now, what's going on with their life. So the devil being in reverse, I mean, for some of you, you're fated to come together with this individual. Remember, this is future energy. So it's like when I see the devil in reverse, I like that card because it tells me that we are unshackling ourselves, regardless of whether or not we're fated to meet somebody. It's a special connection. It's a divine connection. I mean, all connections are divine, but you know, you're like that. This is the person. We're unshackling ourselves from something. We're unshackling ourselves from a maybe a toxic energy connected to this person. Oh my God, you guys, we have spiritual awakening. 1111. You were on the right path. So you're destined, like I said, and fated, which kind of is different. Fated to meet this person for sure. This person is meant to be in your life. You're meant to be in them. Theirs. Does that mean forever? I don't know. That's up to you. Or that's, I don't know. Is that fate? I don't know. That's not what the cards are saying, though. The cards are telling you that you're on the right path. So whatever is going on with them, whatever's going on with you, it's fated to happen this way. Now, it might be fated that you guys fall apart. It might be fated that you come back together at another time, but you are on the right path. You have spiritually awakened from this connection. So this is the deal. Moving forward, I'm getting the sense that this person's behavior, you're no longer letting it affect your life and control your life like this devil energy. You're no longer going to be negatively attached to them to where you were letting it rule your life. You are realizing that you came together with them for a reason, that there is something spiritual to learn, and that you were on the right path. And it is connected to this person, but it doesn't mean that this path has to be this person. That's the difference, okay? So let's get another card here. We have the Hanged Man, you guys, in reverse, though. And we have freedom. You know, we have the freedom to release ourselves from any kind of feeling where we're feeling stuck. The Hanged Man is a very spiritual card. The Hanged Man being in the reverse position just means that it's time for us to basically learn the lesson and move forward. Let's free ourselves. Let's unshackle ourselves from this situation. Now, I'm going to say it again. This doesn't mean that you'll never see this person again. It doesn't mean you will see this person ever again. Because remember, I said that this was a connective, like a spiritual connection reading with anybody here. Okay, this doesn't even have to be romantic, you guys, but whatever is going on here, there is some sort of lesson that is at hand that is helping people to release their burdens, to release their toxic connections or toxic dependencies, either their own behavior or connected to another person. This is about releasing ourselves. We are on the right path, but we don't have to stay so connected to this feeling that this person has to be it. We can release ourselves from that perspective, from that viewpoint. You are on the right path, though, and it is connected to this person on how you got here. Now, what you do with your future is up to you. You have the freedom and free will to choose what you do moving here on out, okay? So why don't we go ahead and close the reading with some messages as to, you know, what you're supposed to learn from this, okay? What does Spirit really want you to pay attention? What are you supposed to learn and clear and master? We're going to tap back into this twin flame. Can I talk? This twin flame oracle. We're going to go into, these are new cards that I got from a lovely client. Thank you so much. These are from Kyle Gray, and I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called like Ascended Masters. Maybe not. I can't think, you guys. And this one right here is called The Secrets of the Mystic Grove by Arwen Lynch. So let's go ahead and have these be our final messages. Okay. So what are we supposed to learn from this situation? Interesting. We have third party. Okay. So it could be that some of you are dealing with a third party situation, as in it's you, this other person, a third party got in the way. You can't be with them because they're with somebody else. You're with somebody else. Whatever the situation is, you're supposed to learn something from all of this. What does this have to do with? We have Paul the Venetian. This is experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. It says waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. You're supposed to share your gifts for some reason. The word, or I mean, the name Paul could be specific for some of you out there. We have togetherness, loyalty, fellowship, and bonding. You're supposed to come together in a very just graceful togetherness with another individual, but it's like somebody because of a third party. Now, guys, third party does not always have to indicate another person. A third party got in the way, as in fear. Fear's a third party. My job, my life path, what I want to do. That's a third party situation. There is a wedge here, as you can see in that card. A wedge came between you and this person. Whether it was they allowed a wedge to come in between the two of you, or you allowed a wedge to come in between the two of you. But we definitely have this connection. So you're supposed to feel this connection with this person, this togetherness. You're supposed to experience grace with it, but now you're supposed to share your experience. And so for some of you out there watching this video, you're meant to come together with them to experience such grace and now share something from this connection. For some of you, that means that you're going to help other people, maybe through counseling or spiritual work. You're going to write a book. You're going to share your experience with one other person that's going to help them. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale, but you are sharing your experience through this connection, and you are experiencing grace when you do that. So that's what I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and get another one. Another reason that you're coming into this energy here is to become unstuck. In places that you have been stuck for a while, this connection is going to help you to release it. We have Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. So you're not supposed to stay stuck in this relationship. Now, this doesn't mean that this, like for some of you that are twin flames out there, again, I am not suggesting here that you're cutting a cord with your twin flame and this is it. This is the end of the road. Absolutely not. For some of you, that may resonate with you. But what I'm saying is that what Spirit is showing us is that we are not supposed to stay stuck or hung up on this person. We're not. We are meant to cut the cord, as in we're meant to learn whatever it is that we came to learn or experience with them, and then now move forward. To spend any more time being stuck is only going to keep us stuck. We're not meant to stay stuck in this connection, you guys, and that's what Spirit's sharing with us. Listen, really listen, paying attention, dialogue, and communicating. So again, we're meant to listen to what Spirit is saying. We're not meant to stay stuck. That's just what I'm getting. Let's get one last message here. What's another reason that we would come together with this person? To have a fresh new start. For some of you, this just means that it will end, you will move forward, and maybe the two of you will come together perhaps at a different time to have a fresh new start. This person may cause you to basically start fresh in a new way in your life and inspire you to change your life completely. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. We have magic manifesting. Ice is beautiful. It says your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Again, this connection may really provoke or inspire some of you to literally get in touch with who you truly are in your life's purpose and what you came here to do. Literally, magically manifesting your dreams. And we have counsel, group meeting, and advisors. Wow. I did say something about you guys may, through this connection, find that you're meant to help other people or to counsel other people. And that might be what you get from this connection, is that now you have this knowledge. Now you have this something to share with the world. And so you're now counseling other people. You're helping other people because of what you went through or what this triggered within you or what you experienced in this connection. So again, you didn't experience it with this person to get hung up and stuck on it for life. You're meant to move through this energy. You're meant to basically take the spiritual togetherness and the connection that you feel, but you're meant to move forward, not stay stuck, not wait on this to come together. Some of you, maybe there will be a fresh new beginning and a start, but I'm just seeing that you guys are meant to learn something, and you guys are meant to move with this energy. If the energy comes back to you, it's fated, it's meant to be. And if it doesn't, that's okay. We're still learning something. There's still a blessing here. And that just basically is case in point to what I said in the beginning of this reading, which is when I say things like that, nothing is set in stone. Everything is possible. But we always have to basically look forward instead of continuing to stay stuck and only focus on what's in front of us. We need to move forward. We need to basically continue to ascend and grow on our path, whether it's with people or without people. And if people don't want to come, if people don't want to grow with us, we have to be willing to move forward without them. And maybe they'll catch up later and maybe they won't. But you know what? We're going to be happier no matter what, as long as we're taking care of ourselves. And that is what Mystic Moon is all about. So if you guys are not understanding that those are what my reading's about, like I said early on in the reading, it's probably best to unsubscribe. And I don't mean that in a negative way. There may be other readers out there that you're going to resonate with that do things a little bit differently, and that's okay. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.